Y'all,
Remy Ma just got arrested and the internet is on fire. No, seriously. Instagram might need a fire extinguisher. Screaming, swinging, snatching wigs, and then boom, police sirens, flashing lights. Remy Ma thrown into the back of a squad car like it's the BET Awards afterparty gone violently wrong. And what did she yell as she got cuffed? Claressa stole my life.
Phew.
You ready for this? Because this isn't just a fight. This is the season finale of Remy Ma versus the world, and it might end with a jumpsuit and not the cute fashion Nova kind. How did it all explode? What really happened outside that luxury penthouse? Did Remy Ma actually claw her way through 3 security guards, rip off Claressa's wig, and threaten her with a bottle of Ace of Spades, screaming, "You wanted my man, now you got war"? Was it jealousy? Desperation? A delayed reaction to Claressa's Instagram captions? Or was this years of pain, betrayal, and heartbreak finally snapping like Remy Ma's last nail? Stay right here, because what we've uncovered will blow your mind, break your heart, and make you rethink every IG story Claressa ever posted. This is the breakdown before the breakdown, and we're taking you inside the drama. Y'all, the Remy Ma versus Claressa Shields saga has officially entered criminal territory, and baby, it's messier than a $3 lace front in a thunderstorm. Let's rewind, because this fight didn't just happen out of nowhere. This has been building like a bad BBL infection for months.
Remy Ma,
Claressa Shields, and of course, Mr. Caught in the Middle himself, Papoose. Now, if you've been living under a rock, or just off social media, here's the tea. Remy Ma and Papoose were hip-hop's power couple, Bonnie and Clyde with bars. She did her bid, he held her down. Love letters, jail calls, all that romantic Rikers Island fantasy. People were crying in the comments like, this is real love. But then entered Claressa Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, undefeated boxing champion, and the woman who somehow went from punching faces to allegedly snatching husbands. Rumors started small, a blurry pic here, a side hug there, a suspicious birthday party. You know how it goes. But what really turned the streets upside down was that one video, leaked by someone's messy cousin, showing Papoose helping Claressa carry a baby gift into her new home at 2 a.m. in pajamas and slides. Remy Ma saw it all. Not just the video, but the comments, the memes, the TikToks. And you know the internet don't play fair. Someone even remixed Conceited with the caption, Remy Ma finding out she's the side character in her own marriage. Ever since that went viral, it's been nothing but chaos. Remy Ma popping off on IG Live with cryptic quotes like, "Loyalty don't come with instructions." Claressa posting mirror selfies with Papoose's favorite hoodie in the background. And Papoose? Silent. Which, as we all know, is code for guilty AF. But last night?
phew.
Last night was the boiling point. Sources say Remy Ma had been laying low, plotting her comeback, both in the booth and in her marriage. She even did a podcast interview 2 weeks ago saying, "When it comes to my family, I don't play." Nobody realized that wasn't a metaphor. That was a straight-up warning. According to an anonymous source, and by anonymous, we mean Claressa's neighbor who hasn't stopped talking to TMZ since sunrise, Remy Ma pulled up to Claressa's luxury penthouse around 10:48 p.m. She wasn't alone. She had her cousin, her stylist, and her real-life parole officer's niece, who apparently was there to keep the peace. But spoiler alert, peace was not kept. Remy Ma arrived wearing all black, hoodie up, and yes, lashes on. Girl came ready for war and camera time. The doorbell camera footage hasn't been released yet, but word on the street is, Remy Ma walked up, knocked once, and when Claressa opened the door, boom. No, hello. No, can we talk? Just Remy Ma yelling, "You think you can just take what's mine?" And Claressa, being the fighter she is, apparently responded with, "You left it out in the open, babe." What happened next was so chaotic, even the Ring doorbell glitched. Screams, slaps, a full-on purse-swinging, door-slamming, extensions flying WWE moment. One neighbor told reporters, "I thought it was a gas explosion. Then I heard someone yell, 'Not the Birkin.' And I knew, oh, it's Puma." Security tried to intervene, but child, have you ever tried separating a woman who just watched another chick steal her husband and her spotlight? Remy Ma allegedly threw Clarissa's phone in the fountain, tried to smash a Crystal Award trophy, and, this one is wild, cornered Claressa in the kitchen and screamed, "You stole my life. Now give it back." By this point, the building concierge had already called police. And when NYPD showed up, oh, it was too late. Remy Ma was still screaming, one heel off, one eyelash hanging, and trying to climb over the kitchen island like it was a rap battle stage. Witnesses say Claressa was bruised but calm, sipping wine and whispering, "I told her this was bigger than both of us." Police escorted Remy Ma out in handcuffs, but not before she turned to the cameras and shouted, "You wanted the story? Here's your damn story. And baby, this is only the beginning." Because what we found out afterward, the text messages, the burner phone receipts, the DMs Remy Ma supposedly hacked. Oh, we just getting started. Let's break down exactly what was going on behind the scenes that led to this epic, cuff-worthy takedown, and how the streets are reacting to one of the biggest celebrity fights of the year. Now listen, we could have just stopped at the arrest and gone on with our day. But this is Remy Ma we're talking about. A simple mugshot wasn't enough for her story. Nope, because literally minutes after she was hauled off in cuffs, the receipts started leaking, and baby, they are diabolical. According to sources, and by sources, we mean that one cousin who accidentally uploaded a screenshot to her close friends. Remy had been gathering dirt on Claressa for weeks. Not just suspicions.
Proof.
Let's start with the hacked DMs. Apparently, Remy borrowed Papoose's second phone, the one he swore was for studio business only. And y'all already know where this is going. Sis cracked the passcode after just 5 tries. Inside, screenshots that would make even the city girls log off. DMs between Claressa and Papoose going all the way back to 2023. Late night, you up? Texts. Claressa sending photos in Papoose's hoodie with the caption, "Tell her it's mine now." And worst of all, a voice note where Papoose whispered, "Remy ain't gotta know. I'm just trying to feel alive again." Alive again?
Chill.
People have been feeling secondhand betrayal through their screens, and you already know Twitter had zero chill. The hashtags blew up within an hour. Hashtag Free Remy. Hashtag Papoose. Hashtag Claressa Creepin. Hashtag She Stole Her Life. One user tweeted, "Remy went to jail twice for the same man. Somebody call Fix My Life immediately." Another wrote, "Claressa out here beating girls in and out the ring. Someone revoke her gloves." But it doesn't stop there. Because Remy didn't just find DMs, she found bank statements. And y'all, if these are real, which, let's be honest, they probably aren't, but they feel real, then we are looking at a full-on scam situation. Turns out Papoose had been sending money, lots of it, to a business account under the name Shields Empire LLC. Which sounds cute until you realize the address tied to that account is the same building Claressa lives in. And it's been getting monthly deposits labeled Child Support Advance.
Wait.
Child Support Advance. We don't even know if a baby exists yet, but Papoose was already putting payments on layaway? Oh, it's bad. According to a fake insider, who used to do Claressa's nails, the whole relationship was way deeper than anyone knew. Apparently, Claressa's been planning to move to Atlanta with Papoose. They allegedly picked out a gated estate and even talked about starting a reality show called Power Couple Rebuilt. Baby. Not Remy sitting at home planning a rap comeback while her man is out here planning a soft launch on Zeus Network. And in case you thought the internet would show sympathy to Remy, think again. Social media has been ruthless. TikTokers are reenacting the fight with wigs from Party City. YouTubers are uploading body language breakdowns of Remy's arrest footage. And Claressa? Sis posted a boomerang of herself sipping champagne with the caption, "Cheers to the truth finally winning." Meanwhile, Remy's cousin, the same one who leaked the DMs, tried to do damage control by going live and saying, "Remy's not crazy. She's just passionate about what's hers."
Ma'am.
That's not helping. What really sent fans into a frenzy, though, was what happened hours after the arrest, when Remy's official team released a voice memo, recorded from inside the police van. Let me say that again. Inside the police van, Remy, clearly heated, can be heard saying, "Y'all want to cancel me for loving too hard? Cancel yourselves. I'll take my charge like a queen." And I kid you not, someone added background piano and turned it into a full-blown TikTok sound. People out here making sad edits, with all the way up playing in the background. Gen Z really has no chill. But despite the memes, the jokes, and Clarissa's smug champagne toasts, something deeper is happening here. Because this isn't just celebrity beef anymore. This is an emotional unraveling. Remy Ma, the woman who fought to rebuild her life, her image, and her brand after prison, is now watching it all crumble again. This time, in public. One fan on Reddit put it perfectly. Remy's story went from redemption to tragedy real fast. She needed a therapist, not a court date. And yo, as all this is unfolding, guess who's been radio silent? That's right, Papoose. No statement. No denial. No, Leo got it wrong. Just straight up hiding like it's witness protection. But don't worry. We found out where he is. And let's just say, the fact that he was spotted in Detroit of all places is making people ask some very interesting questions. Could he be with Claressa again? Is this a setup? Or is he planning to ghost both of them and pop up in Season 3 of Baddies East? The fallout from this brawl isn't just viral, it's spiritual, y'all. And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse for Remy Ma, let's talk about what the DA just confirmed. Yes, legal consequences are coming. And not just for the fight. We're talking investigations, possible charges, and a whole lot of public backlash. So boom, just when the dust kind of started to settle, the New York District Attorney came through like a plot twist nobody asked for. Early this morning, prosecutors officially confirmed they are filing charges against Remy. And it's not just for assault. Oh no, they've hit her with 3 misdemeanors, 1 felony, and a restraining order so tight she can't even like Clarissa's pictures by accident. The charges include third-degree assault, allegedly for throwing a wine bottle at Clarissa's head, destruction of property for smashing a $15,000 Crystal Award Claressa had just received for women in sports, criminal trespass, and the big one, intent to cause public harm because the brawl triggered a fire alarm, evacuated the building, and allegedly made one elderly resident faint in the hallway. Y'all, this ain't love and hip-hop. This is law and order, BX unit. Now here's where things get spicy. According to courtroom insiders, aka a paralegal who went live on TikTok during the arraignment, Remy walked in completely unbothered. She had on a fitted camel trench coat, oversized sunglasses, and Dior slides. Yes, slides. In court. And when the judge read out the charges, she smirked and said, "I've heard worse bars in a battle rap." Gasps. The room gasped. But the most viral moment of all? When Claressa showed up. Not to testify. To watch. Sis was sitting in the second row, arms crossed, full glam, and that same smug look from her last IG post. And when Remy turned to look at her, witnesses say she mouthed the words, "You're still obsessed. Y'all." At that point, security literally had to shift their position because people thought another fight might break out inside the courtroom. The tension? Unholy. Meanwhile, Papoose? Nowhere to be seen. Rumors say he's still in Detroit, allegedly working on a documentary. But fans are calling BS, especially after a blurry photo surfaced showing someone who looks a lot like Papoose at a Detroit sushi bar, with a woman who is definitely not Remy or Claressa. The internet had questions. The streets had theories. And Reddit already has a 32-slide PowerPoint titled, "Papoose Ain't Never Been Papoose, a Timeline of Deception." But while the world jokes, Remy Ma's team is in full-on damage control mode. They've released a vague statement blaming emotional distress, betrayal, and compounded trauma for her actions. They also confirmed Remy has voluntarily checked into a wellness retreat in upstate New York. Translation: she's hiding from the cameras while her lawyers figure out how to spin this into a comeback tour. But here's where the real plot twist comes in. An anonymous source from the Bronx DA's office claims that more charges may be coming. Not just for the physical fight, but for alleged intimidation tactics Remy used before the brawl. Apparently, Claressa received 2 anonymous letters in the weeks leading up to the incident, both handwritten, both threatening. And get this, the paper used matches a notebook Remy was seen holding in a previous vlog. Now, I'm not saying Remy's pulling a full-blown new Netflix series move, but baby, this ain't looking good. Still, despite all of this, the backlash, the court drama, the memes, some fans are still riding for Remy. There's a new wave of Remy did nothing wrong merch circulating online. One TikTok creator even launched the hashtag #FreeRemy challenge where users dramatically scream, "She stole my life," in public places. It's become a full trend. Meanwhile, Claressa is out here living her best soft life, posting spa selfies, workout montages, and cryptic captions like, "Peace is expensive, but worth every penny." Sis is glowing like she just dodged a lawsuit, which, honestly, she might have. But let's be real. Nobody's truly winning here. Remy is facing potential jail time again. Her career is on the brink. Her marriage? Shaky at best. And Claressa? She's swimming in attention, but people are already calling her a career wrecker in the comments. Even brands are getting nervous. A luxury hair extension company just dropped Remy as a brand ambassador. Claressa's partnership with a fitness app temporarily paused for review. And Papoose? We still don't know what he's doing, probably riding bars nobody asked for. But here's what we do know. This drama has officially spiraled beyond cheating and clout. Now we're in the realm of emotional warfare, legal battles, and public meltdowns. And the final question on everyone's lips is, what happens next? Will Remy bounce back like she always has, with a freestyle and a tell-all podcast? Will Claressa drop a documentary titled, "I Never Stole Nothing That Wasn't Given"? Will Papoose ever show his face again? Or is he somewhere ghostwriting apology letters to both women? This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. This is a cautionary tale and a front-row seat to a full-blown breakdown. From red carpets to courtrooms, from Instagram captions to mugshots. The Remy Ma / Claressa Shields / Papoose triangle has officially reached Greek tragedy levels. Betrayal,
Brawls.
burner phones, and a whole lot of broken trust. And we still don't have the full story. Or do we? Because if Claressa really didn't want the smoke, why did she show up to court looking like it was Fashion Week? If Remy was the crazy one, why did she have DMs, receipts, and timestamps ready like a PowerPoint presentation? And most of all, where the hell is Papoose? And why is he acting like this is a missing person case? We need answers. We need healing. We need someone to say, this was all for a reality show. But until that happens, you already know we're staying 10 toes down in this mess. So drop your theories in the comments. Was Remy justified? Is Claressa the villain or the victim? Should Papoose be publicly dragged or quietly exiled? Like the video. Subscribe for more chaos. And stay tuned, because with this crew, the story never ends.